Alrighty, so I have it all piped up here. I was going to say wired up, but that just didn't seem right. So piped, let's go with that. So there's the end of the pipe, comes down, have all the little tee-offs. These are mostly regular tomatoes, early girls, and big boys and stuff like that. And down there at the end, I squoze in these three. 1, 2, 3. I squoze in 3 Romas just to see if they'll work. And then you can see this from last year is how I'm going to wire or string everything up to the posts. Pipe comes down here to the next box. Have that all piped in. These are 2 gallon per hour heads on all of the tomatoes. And then I've got these little sprayer ones that I'm going to try for the lettuce and peppers. And the pipe keeps going. Here I've got 2 banana squashes and a cantaloupe, all with 2 gallons. And then down here at the end, I've got carrots, a row of carrots, or a couple rows of carrots. And then down here on the very end, you can see all those things popping up. Those are all my onions that I planted as bulbs. So the line goes around here. I've got it hooked up to water the chicken's bowl. Still trying to figure out how to do that because I don't want it to like feed the dirty water back into the system somehow or something crazy. I'm just trying to prevent contamination just in case that's possible. And the line goes that way, but before I go over here, at weeds, I dug out my chicken run a couple months back and just let it sit here. And since then I've got a few volunteers. You see that squash right there? This one I planted, pumpkin. That's another volunteer. Another pumpkin I planted. And then there's another volunteer right over here. Right there. And that I think is a cucumber, but I'm not certain. I think I buried a cucumber from last year over here just to see what happened. And then right here is where I buried a pumpkin, hoping that the pumpkin from last year's Halloween would just plant itself. But nothing yet. You can see the seeds literally just standing on the ground there. So there's, obviously a whole pumpkin that was down here. Apparently it's turning into an ant colony too. Let's see if I can get that really well. All the way over here. These guys are going crazy. So I'm hoping that one of these pumpkins that I buried will start up. Let's see if there's another one over here that we planted. I don't remember what the next one was. So let's go back over to chickens. Hello, chickens. Oh, they all said hi back. The waterer. Come over here and I've got my 2 cucumbers in pots with that wired up. I'm thinking about taking a line from here up into the chicken run and dropping it down into the water bucket that I have in here. This is the chicken coop I built from SSL Family Dad. So there's the water bucket. This might allow me to water the chickens without possibly getting anything in here. If I put a line in here at the top or something so that it'll spill out before it feeds back into the line, and that way I don't get any contamination. But this coop, by the way, from SSL Family Dad is fantastic. It's giant. At one point I had 12 chickens in here and they seemed pretty okay with it. Well, hello, you 2 broody girls. Yeah, I had 12 chickens in here at one point, and they seem to be pretty fine with it. That's before I put the red feeder in here. So it was just the watering bucket, and then the chickens were all fine. And this line runs all the way back over to the house.